Let me tell you the tale of a hero.
Are you ready? It's Flying Lady's turn. Farah performs a nice jab. She looks like she's got a nice left hook. Comfortably in C tier. Here is Mr. Ramattra. We have two Malays to chat about, let's not waste any time. In Omnic form, he performs another palm strike. A palm strike from a metal man. Ouchie. Top of the B tier. And now to talk about Nemesis form. He's very large here and towers over the average Joe. Striking somebody at the top of the head like that with that giant fist. And he puts some swing into it too. Guaranteed concussion. Or even a life-changing coma. You're definitely feeling that one for days, even weeks afterwards. A tier. Quickly, I want to say that here is a good example of how some characters' fists cartoonishly expand during melee attacks. Reaper. Getting the butt of a Hellfire shotgun to the face is still going to break some bones potentially. Assuming the force used by Reaper is reciprocated. It looks vicious. This is A tier. Oh boy, Roadhog.
You're fat. You're fatty.
This guy sticks you with his hook pretty damn forcefully. Depending on the person, you could argue whether this stab wound would be fatal or non-fatal. I'm going to assume it is non-fatal. The end of Roadhog's hook is serrated, which will easily tear your vital organs and skin up. Oh yeah. This guy also comes from the dumpster fire known as Junkertown. So also S tier. Sigma male. Sigma is very tall, 8 foot to be exact. This guy probably gets all the girls. But you have to remember he is a Sigma male, so he ain't got time for any of that. Sigma is another straight punch guy. A jab, and a fast one at that. He stands. I mean floats very high above the average person, so his punch goes down onto the head of his target like Ramattra, though unlike beta male Ramattra, this is not supposed metal you are punching them with. Nor is it a hammer punch, but rather a jab to the forehead. So B tier for Sigma here. Moving on. This is Sojourn. She also does a straight B tier. It would be really cool if Sojourn had rockets that propelled her arms the same way her rocket legs work. She would be much higher on the list if so. Okay, so we are supposed to move on to Soldier 76 here, but I want to talk about Gyag Maker here as well, as their melee animations are extremely similar. Yet more butt stroking. I'm going to be completely honest guys. If Widowmaker wanted to teach me a thing or two about butt stroking, it is my right to axe a soldier's quick melee in particular is very special in my opinion. This guy puts every fiber of his being into this melee. Mind, soul and body. I don't think anyone in the game tries as hard to make their melee as effective as possible as this guy does. It's so much so that it makes Booty Maker's animation look half-hearted in comparison. Just look at them both side by side and tell me which one looks more dangerous. I give Soldier A tier and Widow gets B tier. On to Sombra. She also does a pistol whip. Analytically and from my personal opinion, this is the strongest pistol whip as it uses the smallest surface area. If Mercy attacked you with Sombra's weapon, I'd genuinely consider it to be S tier material, as Mercy's form was on point as stated in part 1. Anyways, Sombra is in the A tier. Hi Symmetra. Just look at it. I'll say how it is. It doesn't look like she is reaching very far with her left hand. It might just be me, but that looks like it's not even gonna hurt. And what the hell is this sparkly business at the palm of her hand? I don't care enough to investigate. It looks pretty pathetic. Sorry Symmetra. D tier. At least you can go above May. Torby. He is everyone's favorite midget. His height would actually favor him here, as this blow will go straight into your balls. Your next generation destroyed by a 4'7" dwarf. That is stuff nightmares are made from. Remember that he's hitting you with his mechanical arm, so damage done is even greater. Torb goes in the A tier. Next would be Tracer. She does a pistol whip, but the butt of her pistol is curved. This is the last thing you want in a pistol whip. You want a small, solid plane to do a lot of sharp pressure damage. Which is why Sombra's melee is so effective. Fact of the matter is she is still hitting you with her weapon, so it will hurt a lot. Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous. Destroying the sniper tower would provide no strategic advantage.
B tier. I made this video just in time for Venture, who is the newest hero at the time of making this video. So let's discuss their quick melee. By the way, does Blizzard have something for Latina women? I wouldn't blame them if they did. Oh my. 1. They are using a huge drill, which is already enough to put them higher than most. 2. This melee is much longer than any of the others, which would make it utterly excruciating. And 3. The animation, if played out in real life, is quite literally something out of a horror movie. Driving the drill inwards to do maximum damage. S tier. The deadliest yet. Mr. Monkey now. Winston is weird. In his point of view, he attacks with a straight jab. But in his target's point of view, he attacks by quickly swiping his hand. They are not that much different, so I'm going to talk about Winston's point of view. It's a punch from a gorilla. Gorillas are stronger than 10 to 20 adult humans combined. Winston is also genetically engineered and bigger than any other gorilla. This all goes in his favor, as this guy has a punch that, mathematically and coherently, has enough force on it that it is going straight through you, and promptly breaking every bone in your body in the process. In an IRL situation, Winston would have the strongest quick melee attack out of any Overwatch character, hands down. The forces we are dealing with are actually insane. The hamster is next. This one is similar to Divas in that he uses the weapon on his mech to whack you. These guns aren't all that big, and unfortunately, we live in a world where size matters, but it's an uncomfortable, unnatural force hitting you. A piece of metal swiping your face. Maybe if he got out of the mech and actually punched you, you'd meet your maker. B tier. Zarya is the penultimate champion for us to discuss today. She, like Winston, has a different melee attack from her point of view and her victim's point of view. Though unlike Winston, we're going to talk about both points of view, as both attacks look very different from one another. From her POV, it's another straight jab. I am just as tired as you are of them. Receiving a punch from the world's strongest lady? I doubt this needs any explanation. A tier. From the target's point of view, I believe her attack is even more brutal. Now the world's strongest woman is swinging her large-ass particle cannon at you. Just look at it. Shorty moves that thing so fast. Getting punched by Zarya could knock you into next week, but this is knocking you into the next century when Overwatch 3 is finally released. And when you get there, please tell me if the game is actually good or another bunch of lies from Blizzard. A tier. We have reached the final character on our tier list, being Zenyatta. Zenyatta has the most unique melee attack in the game. The snap kick. Bro really said I'm Sanji. Nobody else in the game uses their legs to attack. All other melees involve their arms or guns. Nice one, Zen. This melee also has knockback for some reason. I don't know if that's very relevant to the discussion, so I will ignore it for now. Getting kicked by a robot is definitely worse than getting punched by one. The kick is also very fast. I guess it's called snap kick for a reason. Zen will sit comfortably in the B tier. And there we have it. Oh wait. I foolishly forgot. And you wonderful people enlightened me. That Junker Queen has a melee attack when she isn't holding her knife. I don't play this character, so forgive me for my lack of knowledge. As I said in the last video, she is a buff lady, so she will pack a big punch. Doesn't she beat up robots and other wrongans in her free time? I believe it goes in A tier. This is my complete melee attack tier list. If you made it past all the brain rot and watched all of part 1 and part 2, you are a real one and you have insane patience listening to my BS. Please keep in mind that this list is satirical and based on my stupid opinions and shouldn't be taken that seriously. What do you think of this? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And if you are invested in my content, subscribe as I have more coming very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.